How you doing? I hope everything is well. Everything is good with me. Yeah, I'm going to talk about a story about a 4-year-old little boy that came from Haiti to Florida to be adopted. But some of the details is kind of graphic, so if you cannot handle that, some people don't want to hear that, about a child. He's only 4. Y'all can, go away and come back and talk to me or see me in another video. But right now I do want to, say something about the 4-year old child that was abused by they saying his mom, but remember he came from Haiti to be a foster kid and or adopted in Florida. So here we go. My favorite Sheriff Judd, Grady Judd. That is my man. He don't play no games. Okay, Judd. Mom murdered 4-year-old boy by tying his arms and throwing him in a swimming pool. hmm A Davenport mother was accused of killing her young son in a horrific murder. In a news conference Wednesday, Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd detained the abuse of 4-year-old Brian Bayer. The little baby name was Brian Bayer. He was 4 years old. 4, y'all. 4. Allegedly suffered at the hands of his mother, Patricia Saint 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 Salazar. She's 36 years old, who immigrated from Haiti with the unwanted child, beaten and neglected him for an extended period of time, according to Judd. She was accused of tying his arms behind his back and throw him in the pool. I'm gonna show you a picture of her too, y'all. I'm gonna show you this demon, this damn demon. How you do something like that? On May 1st, Brian's 16-year-old brother, who was he was adopted too. He had a 16-year-old brother. Well, she was adopting children from Haiti. You had the little boy 4, and then you had a brother that was 16 years old, who was adopted from Haiti. Notice that the 4-year-old was how you say it? He had fatigue and just how you just lethargic, just not acting yourself, and knew something was wrong. He asked his mother to take the boy to the hospital, but the sheriff said, Saint Czar brushed it off, saying the small child was just being dramatic. First of all, let me just say this. You got the nerve to say that this baby was being dramatic when you know damn well that you threw this baby in the pool with his hands behind his back. Somebody jumped in that pool and got that baby. I don't know who jumped in the pool and got the baby, but I don't know how he got out of that pool, because remember, his hands was tied behind his back. Okay, let's finish reading. Brian was taken to Hinds County Hospital, where he later passed away. The medical examiner found evidence of long-term abuse, layers of abuse and injuries from the past beatings. It's crazy. I'm gonna show y'all a picture of her, y'all. Oh, come on now. Don't stop. Okay, come on. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Judge said detectives discovered video of the pool incident and another video showing Brian face down with his mother allegedly beating him on his back. She's the devil, y'all. She is the devil, y'all. Judd described him as excuse me. Judd described him as just laying there taking it. That poor baby. Okay. He said the baby was so hurt that when he was getting striked, that he was not even responding. He was probably beat so many times. His whole body probably really wasn't even feeling it no more, because if you have injuries already to your body and you still hit a person, all they doing is suffering. You understand? They just suffering. There's nothing else you can do to them. The poor baby just was suffering. Excuse me. Judd described him as just laying there taking it. It was like a normal occurrence. That's what I just said. He was just taking it because, abuse. If you, like I said, if you just abuse this child so much, his back could have been broken, all types of stuff. And that's why he wasn't reacting when she hit him. You understand? She could have did anything to him. He wasn't going to feel it because, probably half of his body was broken already. And plus, when she threw him in the pool, I don't know if y'all know this here, you cannot lose oxygen to your brain. You understand? Because you actually can go brain dead. Like, for real. You can literally go brain dead just losing oxygen to your brain. That's like hitting your head. If you hit your head and actually, like, don't go to the doctor or whatever, and you walk around, you can have a concussion or whatever. That can cause brain damage. It really can do that. Okay. The mother was charged with first-degree murder, aggravated child abuse, and witness tampering. She was due in court for her first appearance today. The boy's father was at work at the time of the incident, and the 16-year-old is in protective custody. The investigation is ongoing. Y'all, that's it. That's all I have. That's all I have. But I'm going to show you a video of this demon. We're going to show you a video. I'm going to show you a video, and I'm going to show you a picture of her. She's damn sure getting a picture of her. She's definitely get a picture of her ass. This is so sad, y'all. Miss Patricia. I'm going to show y'all a picture of her. I'm going to show y'all a nice big picture of her. I hope it comes big, y'all. Yup. I'm going to show y'all this demon. She is a demon. To do that to that 4-year-old little boy. This the devil, y'all. That's the devil. That's the foster mother. So I'm gonna let y'all hear the I'm gonna let y'all see the whole video. Alright, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna let y'all see the whole video.
A 4-year-old little boy. And a sad ending to a very sad story. He was born in Haiti to a mother who didn't want him. And so he was adopted in Haiti by this lady whose sister was in the United States. It took 3 years for the adoption process to go through, and ultimately the 4-year-old end up here in the United States. It's called the Biden program, and supposedly it's a sped up adoption. So the child's born to a mother who doesn't want it. We have no idea who that mother is. The sister of our suspect is in the process of getting the child for her sister who is Patricia St. Azaire. Patricia's 36 years of age. She's already got a 16-year-old son that she has adopted from Haiti. The 4-year-old comes here as a 3-year-old only a year ago. And what we've learned during this investigation just turns our stomach. We have a video clip of where that 3-year-old baby's hands was tied behind his back and she threw him in a swimming pool in the backyard. We received on May 1st a call. May 1st, the child went to the hospital. So why did the child go to the hospital? Heart of Florida and Haines City, but they live in Davenport. The little fella got off of the bus. He was happy. Everything seemed to be all right. The 16-year-old noticed he was happy. They were home. Patricia, the 16-year-old, and now the little dead fella who's 4. The 16-year-old notices later on that he's lethargic, that he's not responding. Patricia says he's faking it. Give him something to eat. He can't eat. He goes unconscious. The 16-year-old has been saying he needs to go to the hospital. He needs to go to the hospital. He needs to go to the hospital. Heart of Florida thinks he has a significant issue, sends him to Orlando Health. Orlando Health tries to work with him, and ultimately he dies. He goes to the medical examiner's office, and that's when we get involved a couple of days later. We find injuries where this child has been beaten, in addition to the video we found in the investigation of his hands tied behind him and thrown into the pool. We found an injury where his spleen suffered a significant tear. The medical examiner said it could have been nothing else other than an immediate hard strike to the abdomen. And as the autopsy went on, they found different layers of bruises and injuries from past beatings. And he's dead. He's dead because she beat him to death. We don't know, obviously, how he got out of the pool after he was thrown in there with his hands tied behind his back. We have a video of that. We're going to show it to you at the end of this news release. She's charged with murder, aggravated child abuse. The investigation's still underway. Her husband was clearly at work at the time this event occurred. She was the disciplinarian. He was a student at Laufman Oaks, and despite his abusive treatment, they said he was a happy child. And this never should have happened. Ladies and gentlemen, it is beyond my wildest imagination how anyone could abuse a beautiful little fella like this child was abused and neglected. But the investigation is still ongoing. We don't believe we know all that this child suffered. We have another video clip where he's face down on the floor and she's beating him in the back. And he's not even resisting it. It's just like it's a normal occurrence. You know, the positive, if you search for a positive, is that he's in the arms of God right now. And he's no longer being beaten. He's no longer being punched. He's no longer being tied up and thrown in the swimming pool. That now he's, as our Christian belief, that he's living the life there where he's surrounded by love and things are great, like he should have been surrounded by love and things should have been great here on earth for him. So every day when you see these little guys and gals that are on their way to school, understand that there's a small percentage of them that are being neglected and abused, and we need to know about that immediately. And when you go home tonight, hug your children a little tighter. Give them an extra kiss when you put them to bed. And thank God that you have those children, and they are miracles, and that you have the opportunity to show them the right way, to raise them the right way, to teach them the right way, and then understand that we need to say prayers for these children that we have yet discovered. It would have been great if we could have found this child and rescued him before he was beaten to death. The 16-year-old is in protective custody at this time. He is obviously no longer at the home. Are there any questions?
Have there been any DCF calls or anything to this house that you think that makes Doug?
That's still under investigation. I don't know if there were other DCF calls there or not, but our team, our homicide team, is simply the very best. These cases are difficult to work. Our victims deceased, we've got to work on timelines and time frames of injuries and types of injuries. And this was a very complicated case for them to work, and they're still gathering details and evidence.
How about with the school sheriff? When your investigators spoke with school officials, had they seen any warning signs? Is that on their radar at all?
I don't know if we've had a chance to circle around with the school officials yet to see if they've seen or heard anything, because we have been intensely investigating the instant event. That will be on part of the investigative protocol. But as you know, we release information as soon as it's reasonable so that you know what we know. And some of that investigation happens in the later stages of the investigation.
These videos, were they on the suspect's phone?
They were on the suspect's phone.
And the 16-year-old, was the 16-year-old abused or
The-
also victim?
At this point in time, he looks fine. He was coached to lie to us when we first talked to him. After we got Patricia in jail and away from him, he then told us, hey, I was told to lie to you. So that will be part of the subsequent investigation, but there's no obvious instant injuries, but certainly that will be part of the follow-up investigation.
Sheriff, do you think that Patricia could be facing more charges than the ones that are listed here?
Well, we've loaded her up with all of the charges that we know about right now, but certainly depending on what the rest of the investigation tells us, that you can be sure that my detectives will file every criminal charge possible, depending on where the rest of the investigation leads us.
So was her husband never around when the abuse took place?
Apparently not. You know, once again, those are the layers of the onion. We're not completely through yet, but at least when this injury that caused the death occurred, based upon the severeness of the injury and how bad that the child would have regressed from the injury, he was clearly not there. Now, follow-up investigation will help determine what he knew, when he knew it, if he knew it. But if you can believe this, they've lawyered up. So when you lawyer up because we're investigating injuries to your child and you won't cooperate with us, that's a clue.
Sheriff, did she express remorse or explain her behavior to you?
Oh no, she didn't.
Sheriff, is there any more you can tell us about her personal or professional life or something on social media that could indicate she may be working with child care?
No, she worked for ABC Liquors in the corporate office, I'm told, over in Orlando. She lived in Davenport.
Do you know how long she lived in the States?
I don't know. But it's shocking. It's absolutely shocking. But I can assure you of this, that if you hear something or see something or believe something or think something about a child being neglected or abused, if you call us, I can assure you that we'll completely and thoroughly investigate it with DCF. Because our number one goal in this organization is to protect the children. And that's why we go after child predators. That's why we go after pornographers. That's why we go after child abusers. And we certainly go after child murderers. Okay? And they'll make sure you have the clips and what you do with them. Or we're going to show them up here, or are you just going to give them to them? Both. Do you have the one? Which one are we showing first? Okay, this is where he's beaten into. That's not a corporal punishment spanking. That's a beating. Now, if we can show it slow and stop it, you'll be able to clearly see his hands tied behind his back. This makes me so angry I can't see straight. Back it up just a little bit. Maybe one more frame. You see his hands are right there tied behind his back? And she grabs him by the arm and slings him into the pool.
Sheriff, I think we had your notes wrong. It's liver, not spleen.
Okay, the liver.
Yes, sir.
Okay, a significant injury to the liver.
She moved here in 2015.
So she's been here 8 years. All right? If that's not enough to upset your day, nothing will be. Okay? See you later.
Y'all, I am so sorry that I had to show you this here. How he was laying on the floor and she was just pounding him and pounding him and pounding him in the back. Then did you see his hands was tied behind his back and she threw him in the water? Who does that? I'm telling you, they better give her the max. They better give her the max. They have her son, the 16-year-old. He's in protected custody. Thank God. And plus, she was telling the 16-year-old to lie. Thank God the 16-year-old told the truth. He told the truth. He had to. He had to, because guess what? I believe that she was abusing the 16-year-old too. And plus, she was here from Haiti 8 years. 8 years. And she probably was collecting money for foster care and all that type of stuff there. Because you see, she clearly got a pool in her house and all of this type of stuff here. So she's getting paid off of these children. But that's the end of her. Because you're gonna have a nice cell. You can decorate any way you want to. And my heart goes out to this poor little boy and the 16-year-old boy that had to endure to see his little brother being beaten by this devil. Y'all, I'ma go hit that like button and subscribe and keep praying. But like he said, the little angel is in heaven. God is wrapping his arms around him right now. He's not being hurt anymore. All right, y'all. I gotta go. Hit that like button and subscribe. peace and be safe and take